This is Rhino. He is big. He also likes big things. No, not your mom, but big guns, big damage, and not to mention big iron skin.
Okay, here we go. 4 million. There we go, baby.
What's good, folks? It's Nightmare Frame here with a new Warframe video, coming at you with the ultimate iron skin Rhino build. And yes, that is 4 million plus iron skin. I mean, why not? This of course won't survive later on if you're doing level cap or any high level content, but this is for people who want to relax in Steel Path and feel way too damn powerful and not to be taken down. I mean, you can just play Revenant, but we're talking about Rhino here, for people who want to play Rhino. Yes, there is one threat, of course, and it's violence, but hey, you can simply just avoid him by running away and keeping your distance, unless he teleports you to him and then strips you of your abilities. But hey, that's fine, just kill him faster, right? Anyway, this video is going to talk about how to get this big PP iron skin. Well, it's Overguard now, because iron skin was reworked to look like Overguard, but still retained its original properties. Rhino's iron skin gives you damage mitigation because it's a different layer of HP. On top of damage resistances, you have CC immunity and status immunity. But before getting all of this, you are vulnerable, somewhat vulnerable for the first 3 seconds. Meaning your health won't take damage, but you're still going to get knocked down and staggered. But during those 3 seconds, that's when you convert the damage taken into iron skin, because iron skin scales of both strength and armor. And what strength does, it converts the damage taken during that 3 seconds and multiplies your base and modded armor and gives you additional iron skin. So yes, when you're modding for this build, you do need to have armor and strength together, because strength and armor are both multipliers to boost your iron skin gain. And yes, you can get even higher iron skin if you do long circuit missions. However, this is just for regular gameplay. This does require a bit of gear to get things rolling. This build will have a combined strength of 479. That is a lot of power. But how do we achieve all of this? Well, through modding, arcanes, and focus schools. Alright, so for my Helminth ability, I'm of course going with Parasitic Armor. For those who don't know what this does, it sacrifices and converts your current total shields into armor. But it also scales of strength, because strength gives you that shield to armor conversion percentage, meaning having both shields and strength gives you a bigger armor multiplier. And what does this mean? Well, we use Archon Shards as well. I have 2 Talforge blues and regular 3s. My 2 Talforge give me shields. I get an additional 450 shields, while the other 3 give me armor. Because it's better to have both armor and shields, but if you want to go full on into armor or full into shields is up to you. I just wanted to have a little bit of balance. And also because I didn't want to waste any more bile. You know how that goes, right? The focus school also plays a huge part into this build, and that focus school is Madarai. We'll be using Sling Strength for the additional 40% strength when you perform 2 Void Slings. On top of that, I also get 50% casting speed. And if you're thinking, hey, what about Unairu using the Stone Skin node to give you that 200 armor? It actually doesn't give you a bigger multiplier. I did test this out live on stream. You get way more iron skin by increasing your strength. And I'm also going to be using 2 augments for Rhino. One is Ironclad Charge. This gives you an armor multiplier when you hit enemies with your charge. And this also scales of strength, meaning giving yourself more strength gives you a bigger armor multiplier with this augment. And the second augment that you don't even need to rank up, Iron Shrapnel. This is only used to recast iron skin. This should be part of his kit, not an augment. Just saying. Recasting iron skin as an augment is just ridiculous. It does do other things, but we don't care about that. We just want to recast iron skin. And to get better consistency with Ironclad Charge, we do need grouping. And as you have may noticed, we don't have any grouping Helminths. That's why I'm going to be using the Pilot Arcane Magus Anomaly. Performing a transference pulls in enemies towards you within a 30-meter radius. This arcane has us clump up enemies into that juicy pile, so Ironclad Charge can hit a decent amount of them. Of course, that's not all. For the Warframe Arcanes, I am using Molt Augmented for that juicy 60% strength after you get 250 kills. And my second arcane is Arcane Tanker. This gives me 1200 armor for 1 minute after I summon an arc gun. Another great alternative is Arcane Ultimatum. This gives you 1200 armor after you get a finisher kill. And this is easily done by using a secondary called Bronco. Bronco has an augment called Dizzying Rounds. Damage dealt with this weapon within an 8-meter radius will stun enemies and open them to finishers. But we're not going to perform regular finishers. We're going to use mercy kills. Why do we need to perform a mercy kill? Well, it's to activate the mod Power Drain. This gives you a 100% chance to gain 50 additional strength after a mercy kill. Even though Arcane Ultimatum and the Power Drain mod go really well together, it's really difficult to get enemies into a mercy kill state. And as shown here, I'm not even using any damage mods on my Bronco. It's literally just Creeping Bullseye and Hemorrhage. It's a lot more possible when there are Xmas around, but if you want this buff 100% of the time, it's not consistent. Also, there is an alternative to the Power Drain mod, and that's by using the Pax Bolt Arcane on my kit gun. Doesn't matter what kit gun you want to use, but just make sure you have the Pax Bolt Arcane, and this gives you 30% strength after a headshot kill that only lasts for 4 seconds. There is a downside to this arcane. For one, it is the 4-second time window, and it does not refresh, so you'd have to wait for the 4 seconds to end for you to get another buff. So the best route is make sure you get a kill, activate Parasitic Armor, and then get another kill to then activate Ironclad Charge. This way you get that additional 30% strength for both abilities. And if you want, you can get another kill just to reactivate Iron Skin. Yes, all these extra steps to give you crazy amounts of Iron Skin, I know, right? But of course, if you want to keep it simple and wait for Xmas units to spawn, use the Arcane Ultimatum and Bronco route. Alright, with all of that out of the way, let's take a look at the build. In the aura, I have Growing Power for that 25% increase in power strength when I proc a status effect. And modded strength is 324% with Blind Rage, Transient Fortitude, Power Drift, and the 2 Umbral mods. The 2 Umbral mods are Strength and Armor, and putting them together gives you a bonus to both modifiers. Prime Flow to give me a large energy pool because we don't have efficiency, and Rhino doesn't have a good energy pool, so we need a good amount of energy so we can use our abilities. Redirection for that large shield increase. Just make sure you're not using a Decaying Dragon Key with this. Modding for shields here because we're using Parasitic Armor. This mod paired with the Archon Shards is perfect for that juicy shields to armor conversion. And of course the 2 augments, Ironclad Charge and Iron Shrapnel. With this much duration, I have 18 seconds on my Parasitic Armor and 7 seconds for my Ironclad Charge. More than enough to set up your full Iron Skin rotation. Just make sure you cast Parasitic Armor first, since it has the longer duration. I'm pretty sure that's obvious. And I will still have Power Drain on my Parazon. It's just an extra 50% strength. So if you do encounter an Xmas unit, lower the health down till you're able to mercy kill it. And that's just a free boost. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is my ultimate beefy, tanky Rhino. But of course, Revenant exists and does this a lot easier. But hey, we're playing Rhino, okay? Just get that into your head. This is a Rhino thing. Anyway, folks, that has been it from me. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you did, please feel free to leave a like, share, and subscribe for more Warframe content, streams, and so much more. Do refer to the description. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace. Bye-bye now.